Next part of the video is I just swapped foam guns. So this one's got the Jax Wax in here. I have 2 ounces in here this time. We'll see how it foams up. I got the max foam setting on here. I'm gonna turn this on, turn this up a little bit, and we'll see if this leaves any type of protection. Okay, so I'm gonna let that sit for a little bit, and then we're gonna start agitating with the wash mitt. You guys have seen me agitate it on the other car. I'm not gonna show you that on this one. So I just reusing the solution in there. I get to reintroduce some water in there. So I'll kind of just come back with the wash mitt for the contact wash, and then I'll show you the rinse part. See if we get any hydrophobics. You'll be able to tell on this part of the surface. So let me get to that and see how this goes. Okay. So I've gone around the car with the contact wash with Jax Wax. I have it on the shower setting here, so let's go ahead and rinse this off and see if we see any hydrophobics being left behind by the shampoo. You can see it rainbow a little bit on here. Okay, and unfortunately, just based on that, no hydrophobics on there. So this shampoo is not going to impart any form of protection on here. And you can see it does the same thing it did on my dad's glass. That's the exact same thing. So you can tell it's going to leave, it's going to mask itself, even on coated paint. Look at that. Completely flat on here. One thing I could try. Yeah, it really doesn't it doesn't really leave anything behind. So let me take this towel and just wipe the surface down and see if it does anything. Actually, where's my wash bucket? I'll take the wash mitt. And just re-agitate this surface here. Now, we'll say that it is slick under your glove or under your wash mitt. All right. And again, no sign of protective qualities on there. And as a matter of fact, it actually looks like it masks it. Yeah, you can see it even did the same thing with my glass coating, which has PNF view. And on here, which has SPS on it, you can tell it's masking the properties there. So rather disappointing product with Jax Wax. I think it's not going to do what you want it to do in terms of silica based shampoo, where it's going to restore your hydrophobic properties. So let me just go ahead and rinse this off and call it a day here. I'm just going to go ahead and dry it off. It's starting to get cold out here. The side looks fine. You can tell it definitely masks the your coating properties. Doesn't leave any protection behind. So again, I probably wouldn't use it I wouldn't recommend Jax Wax as a shampoo like a silica. Over here it did okay with the coating that's already there. But that's it. If you guys have any other questions or comments, go ahead and post below. But again, it looks like Jax Wax is rather a dud, as it's not going to leave any protective qualities on there. Didn't really do anything up here. As you can see, the entire surface is flat. So again, thanks for watching. I'd go ahead and pass up on Jax Wax Defend Shampoo. Okay, welcome back everyone. So this is going to be the final thoughts segment of Jax Wax Defend. I actually sent them a message after I went back in the house, and I'll show you the message that I sent them asking about this product here. So again, I bought this thinking, and let me bring up their website so I can actually show you, but I bought this thinking that this was going to be some sort of graphene infused shampoo, and that it was going to leave some sort of protection behind. Because if I bring up the page here, and here's the Jax Wax thing on here, it says wash bucket or foam cannon graphene soap. It says hydrophobic right there. And if you read the description, which is the description is the same as on the back of the bottle, it says defend car shampoos used to maintain your graphene coated vehicle. This high foaming shampoo is the safest and easiest way to clean and extend the hydrophobic properties of painted and plastic surfaces that have been coated with a graphene coating. Defend car shampoo performs excellent when used with a foam gun, foam cannon, or with the two bucket wash method. Defend car shampoo can also be used on a non-coated vehicle, achieving excellent results. So again, they're even saying that it's gonna leave protection there, but when I used it, I saw zero effect whatsoever. I thought I would have seen it on the coated roof of my car where the coatings have lost all their hydrophobics. Again, we didn't see that on there, and I thought it was going to be doing that. And because if you read the description, it literally just tells you, it says right here, extends the hydrophobic properties of painted and plastic surfaces that have been coated with a graphene coating. So it tells you right there. But when we used it, we saw no issue, nothing on the surface. I was expecting it to be similar to the Wolfgang Uber that I used, or the Geon Bathe Plus, or even like Hydro 2 foam. Something that leaves some sort of protection behind. That changes the beading on it, or maybe your coating's starting to show signs of losing its hydrophobics, and you use these and kind of change the add some protection behind back to the surface. And this didn't do it. So again, saying that, I'd probably go ahead and just pass on the product. It didn't do anything. We saw zero effect. I'm just going to relegate this to a real shampoo. I'll blow right through it, because the dilution that they recommend is 3 to 5 ounces in your foam gun or cannon. And I actually asked them about the bucket wash, and they said the same thing. So let me show you their message. So I had contacted them. Here's the Jax Wax from their Facebook thing on here. I had asked them about the coating, how many coats they recommend, how many hours between coats, and I asked them for defend how many ounces in a bucket wash. Also, is this infused with graphene? They came back and says for their coating, they recommend 2 coats, 1 hour in between. Defend around 3 to 5 ounces for a bucket. Yes, it's infused with graphene. So after yesterday's wash, not showing any beading or anything type of protective qualities, I asked them, is this shampoo designed to leave any sort of protection like those silicone infused shampoos, or is it just a typical wash with no protection additive? And so then I went in there. The reason I asked is because it didn't leave anything on the surface in terms of beading when I rinsed it off after a foam and bucket wash. And so their response was just plain generic: after a good wash, to remove dirt and debris, it will leave a nice layer of protection behind, but not anything on the level of our graphene detailer. Again, we saw nothing. These guys are saying that it does. I'd probably pass on the product just for that reason. They're taking, like I said, they're taking advantage of the graphene buzzword in the product. So this product, if anything, is a lot similar to the McKee's SiO2 auto wash, where this, you would think it leaves protection, but it does not. The benefit of this one is that it prevents water spots in the sun. You can use it in the sun, and I'll show you what Nick said about that one, because I have a snapshot on here. And the SiO2 auto wash, is what Nick Rudder had said. It says it gently cleanses your vehicle of dirt, grime, and road film without compromising the protection or water beading of your paint coating. In fact, the SiO2 enhanced formula fills in any microscopic fractures in the coating, restoring the gloss without altering the surface tension. Can this be used as a standalone protectant? Kind of, but not really. Who washes their car every single day? SiO2 Auto Wash was formulated for the unique cleaning needs of coated vehicles. The secret sauce in the formula also adds crazy gloss to non-coated vehicles. It's a product everyone should have in their detailing arsenal. So that's what the auto wash, SiO2 auto wash is in. Is again, it's not really leaving protection behind in that aspect, but Nick is saying that it fills in any microscopic fractures in the coating, which is probably what Jax Wax is doing with their shampoo. Again, I had high hopes thinking that this was going to leave protection, but again, it did not. So I'm going to relegate it as a wheel soap. I'll blow right through it with this dilution ratio. I probably won't even use it. It does have nice lubrication. I'll give it that. Cleaning power is, nothing to write home about. Just like these, these don't have the highest cleaning power. This doesn't have the highest cleaning power. It's just, average at best. So again, if you want to try it, go ahead. I probably wouldn't recommend it, as there's really no benefit to it when I can just use a Carpro Reset, which will clean a lot better, Meguiar's Hyper Wash, which will clean better and is cheaper and goes a long way. Even Adam's Car Shampoo does a better job than this. So again, if you want to give it a shot, go ahead. I'm gonna pass on it. I'm not gonna pick up another bottle unless they introduce something that leaves protection behind, because I'd like to see who comes up with a graphene infused soap, or even a graphene infused rinseless wash. Who's gonna be the first one to come out with that? Jax Wax is really just taking the advantage of the graphene buzzword to get sales. So it's a bummer, because I had high hopes and I didn't really want to post anything bad about the product, but again, that's the biggest con I have. Other than that, lubrication's good, decent cleaning power. One thing that I noticed is it didn't play well with PNS View glass coating. It tended to leave a film on there, which kind of masked it and made it look like it was sheeting. So that's one thing I saw on it. SiO2 Auto Wash does the same kind of thing. I noticed that when I'm using it, which is why I really haven't used this in a long time. So again, if you guys want to try it out, go ahead and give it a shot. But again, I'd probably pass on this. And there's really no benefit to this, other than if you're just looking to stay in the Jax Wax line for a shampoo. And again, they just colored it gray to kind of mimic the graphene. But again, go ahead. I said I'm going to pass on it. Thought I'd just let everybody know what my final thoughts on this. And if you have any questions or comments, go ahead and post them below, and we'll see what Jax Wax has to say, if they even see the video. I just wanted to post my thoughts on it. Nothing bad, other than posting up my experience, my results, and again, my opinion, which in the big scheme of things doesn't really mean anything. So hope this helps, and again, thanks for watching.